Hey guys, what's up? I got a request to do Luck is a Constant by Periphery. I'd never heard the song before and I went and listened to it and I thought, this is absolutely win. We're going to divide this up into 2 lessons. Today we're going to be looking at just Misha's solo that happens around 4 minutes 20. So let's take a look. Okay, as usual, when Periphery are playing 6-string guitars, they're generally in drop C tuning, which is C, G, C, F, A, D. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's take a look at the first section. I want to start off with a hammer-on from 10 to 12 on the 4th string. And then I'm going to go back to the 10 of the 4th and then jump down to 10 of the 3rd. So I'm going to have a flat rolling pointer there. Okay, after that, I'm sliding from 12 to 10 on the 4th with my ring, and then hitting 8 at the end of that. So all together. Okay, hopefully that's making sense. After that, I'm going to slide from 8 to 10 on the 2nd string, hit it 2 more times when I get there, and then slide up to oblivion. So I'm going to go. Okay, let's try and put that all together. Hopefully that's all making sense. The next bit that I want to do, what I've got here is a hammer-on from 10 to 12 again, and then I'm going to pick the next 3 notes. So I'm going to play 10, 12, 14 on the 3rd string. Okay, now what I've got here, I've got a slight clash between notes. I'm playing 11 of the 2nd string and 14 of the 3rd, and they're going to get a slight, dissonance sort of echoing out between them. So we're going to go, hopefully that's making sense. So we've got from the start, okay, let's have a look at the next bit. So what I've got here, I slide back into 12 of the 4th string, and then I'm going to play 10 of the 3rd, and then I want to do a flat finger, playing 12 of the 4th to 12 of the 4th to 12 of the 3rd. So that's sort of a flat finger rolling like we had before. So from the little chunk before, okay, at the end of that, I want to do a slide from 8 to 9 on the 3rd. Just a slight little slide there, and then we move into this phrase. This is kind of working around a bit of a bluesy idea. What I've got here is a hammer-on from 10 to 12 again on the 4th string, and then I play 10 of the 3rd. At the end of that, I'm going to slide from 12 to 14 on the 3rd string with my middle finger, and then I play 13 of the 2nd and jump back up to 14 of the 3rd. So it's going to go. Alright, that's the whole section. I'll play it slowly. Hopefully that all makes sense, and then we'll do it again slowly with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, let's have a look at the second section. I want to start with a hammer-on from 13 to 15 on the 2nd string. And we're going to do the same thing we had before. I'm going to do a flat pointer, playing 13 of the 2nd to 13 of the 1st this time. So it's very similar. Okay, then a very similar idea. I'm sliding from 15 to 13 on the 2nd string, and then playing 11 with my pointer. So all together. Okay, at the end of that, I want to slide from 13 to 17 on the 1st string, and then I'm going to hit 17 twice when I get there. I slide backwards this time, so we're going to go. Let's try and put the whole phrase together thus far. Hopefully that's making sense. The next little chunk is going to be very similar to the phrase we had before. You'll notice I've got a little bit of that dissonant chord and those notes sort of sustaining into each other. So I want to start off by playing a hammer on from 17 to 19 on the third. And then I'm going to pick 17 to 19 is the hammer, and then I'm going to play 18, 20, 22 on the second. Okay, then I'm going to play 18 of the first, and then 22 of the second. So all together. Okay, then I go. So after I've done that little weird discordant thing, I slide from 17 to 19 with my middle finger on the third, and then play 18 of the second. A slight kind of vibrato-y bend. It's not really a big like semitone or full tone bend, it's just a slight vibrato pulse. So it goes. After I've played the 18, I jump back up to 19 of the third, and then want to play 20 of the second string. So I go. So from the phrase before, hopefully that makes sense. So what I do there, I slide into 17 of the second string and then slide back to 13. You'll notice that I'm using my middle finger because that sets me up for the next phrase. So what have we got here? Okay, at the end of that I go. So what I've got here is a pull off from 14 to 12 on the third. Then I jump back down to 13 of the second string. I'm going to end that with a pull off from 15 to 14 on the fourth. So I go. That's pretty much the whole section. So I'll play it slowly and then we'll put it together even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, let's have a look at the third section. This starts off quite similarly to the first one. I want to start off with a hammer from 10 to 12 on the fourth. And then I do it again. But after the second one, I'm going to do a slight vibrato on 10 at the third string. Then I go. So that little slidey thing there is exactly the same as what we had in the first section. Sliding the ring finger from 12 to 10 on the fourth, and then hitting 8. So we've got. Okay, after that, I want to slide from 8 to 10 on the second string, and then we go into some pretty cray-cray stuff. After I've done that, I want to slide from 12 to 14 on the third string, and then play 10 of the second. Then I want to slide from 13 to 15, and then hit 10 of the second string again. So I go. That's better. So we've got from the start of this section. That's all making sense, and then I go, which is exactly the same as what we had before. A hammer on from 10 to 12 on the fourth string, 10, 12, 14 picked on the third, and then that moment of discordance where we let the 14 of the third and the 11 of the second string ring together. So we're going to go. Let's take it from the start of the section, and then we'll work through the next chunk. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I shuffle my whole hand position over to lead with my pointer on 14 of the third string. So I'm going to go. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 14 of the third and 15 of the second. I want to play the 14 twice. And then just do a cheeky back pick on that 15. Then I do pretty much the same idea, but I do 2 14s and then a 17 with my pinky. At the end of that, I want to slide from 15 to 12 on the fourth string. Let's have a look at the whole section thus far, and then we'll have a look at the redonk run at the end of this section. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I go slide into 14 of the fourth string, and then work into this run. Now Now this is relatively simple idea. This is a relatively simple idea played quite quickly. So after we've got back into 14 to the 4th, then we work into this little phrase here. It's basically working around what would be a D minor Aeolian shape in standard tuning. We'll take it at a gentleman's pace. I want to do 3 notes on the 4th string. We're going to play 12, 14, 15. Then I'm going to do 7 notes on the 3rd string. So I'm going to play 12, 14, 15, and then reverse that back to 12, and then roll back to 15. So as I said, there's 7 notes. So we're going to go 12, 14, 15, 14, 12, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got... I'm going to do that kind of rolling group of 7s on the 2nd string, but we're going to obviously work up the diatonic notes of the scale. So I want to play 13, 15, 17, 15, 13, 15, 17. So that's 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then exactly the same shape and idea and timing on the 1st string. 13, 15, 17, 15, 13, 15, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should have a group of 3, a group of 7, a group of 7, and a group of 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the end of that, I'm going to add a bend that leads in to section 4. And that big bend was happening on 17 of the 1st string. Let's put the whole section together. I'll take it relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time, some tabs. Let's take a look at section 4. I want to start from the bend of the previous section, as it's going to sort of lean into this one. I want to start from the 17 bend of the 1st string and then bring it back down again just as a regular 17 note. Okay, I want to jump to 15 of the 2nd after that for a double E vibrato thing. And then I slide from 14 to 7 on the 3rd and give that some gentlemanly vibrato when you get there. Okay, after that I work to this almost Sweet Child of Mine shape. Let's take this slowly. I'm playing 12 of the 3rd string. I play 10 of the 4th twice. 12 of the 3rd again, but twice this time. And then I play 13 of the 2nd twice. So that little phrase goes... We're from the start now. Hopefully that's all making sense. And I'm teaching it with slightly less gain, or quite a bit less gain. You want to sort of crank it up to sort of help out with some of the next chunks. We're going to do a bend tap without the distortion. It doesn't have much attack. So with a bit of distortion and rage, this will sound quite delicious. I'm tapping 20 on the 2nd string, but I'm bending up from the 13th fret on my left hand, or your fretting hand. Apologies to those lefties who are being isolated. So what I'm doing is I'm tapping 20, bending that up with my left hand, bringing it down, and then pulling the tap off, and then the 13 from behind will be revealed. So we're going to bend up, pull off, and then I slide from 12 to 10 on the 3rd. Okay? Let's work on this arpeggio. I want to slide into 15 of the 1st string. 12 or 13 will do. Sliding in with the pinky, and then I go up what I guess is a major 7 shape. I'm playing 12 of the 1st, 13 of the 2nd, 14 of the 3rd, and 15 of the 4th. So I go... And you want to sweep through that. And then at the end of that, I want to play the 12 of the 4th string. Okay, after I finish that, I do a cheeky 17 on the 1st string. Comes out of nowhere. Anyway, let's try what we've got thus far, and then we'll deal with the last little redonk lick. So where did we start? We started on the bend, didn't we? Okay, hopefully that's all making sense. Let's do the last chunk. We'll put it all together, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. Keep in mind in this section, notice I've got a big stretch at the start, Keep your thumb in a sensible position. If it's too close to the pointer, you can have a really shit time trying to get that pinky to cooperate with what you're doing. And pardon my French. Can we do a hammer on from 12 to 17 on the 4th string? Then I want to hit 15 of the 5th string twice and pull off to the 12. Okay, then I go, let's slow this down. I'm playing 17 of the 3rd and then hammering 12 to 14. And then I do a pull off from 15 to 12 on the 4th. So it'll go all together. One more time. Okay, I'm going to add the last little chunk to it. We'll put it all together and then we'll do the whole section. Let's slow that down. I'm playing 17 on the 2nd and then hammering 13 to 15. Okay, and then I'm going to play 13 of the 1st and then slide from 18 to 20. And then add a heroic bend on 20 of the 2nd. Yeah, it's a good adjective. Anyway, so let's go from the start of that. Let's try the whole section at a gentleman's speed and then we'll do it even slow with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. That was part 1 of my luck as a constant tutorial. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. I'll get cracking on Jake's solo as soon as I'm able. So stay tuned for that one and I'll catch you guys real soon.